Okay, for the record, this isn't going to be a long video because I don't think I need a long time to make this point. There was a message that came out. It was Shams, actually, believe it or not, which is a fairly credible source. But he said that the Pistons are linked as a suitor for small forward amid reported Grizzlies split. And that small forward is Dylan Brooks. All right. So if you don't know much about Dylan Brooks, this is a guy who basically got into it with LeBron James. You know, we all know about the crotch hit. We know about all this kind of stuff. Honestly, the whole thing and him calling him old and going toe to toe with him, it felt a lot like what was it? Was it Stevenson? What was his name? Yeah, I think it was Stevenson for the Pacers when he was blowing in LeBron's ear and doing all this kind of weird stuff, tugging at shorts and stuff like that. Basically, here's the deal. I like guys who are confident in their ability. I like guys who are confident in their ability. You need to have a level of swagger, confidence, and even cockiness to you in order to be effective and good at the NBA level. There's no doubt about that. We see guys who struggle with confidence. Killian Hayes, that's why he can have a great game, terrible game because of the struggle with confidence and the inconsistency there. I don't think it's really a skill thing. I think it's just a confidence and mental thing. But Dylan Brooks has way too much for his ability. Like to go toe to toe with the second, maybe third greatest player of all time in LeBron, maybe third. I don't know. All right. Like I'm not giving LeBron the GOAT stuff. Sorry. But to go toe to toe with him, say he's old, to go like you lost that series for the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks, you lost it. But you didn't just lose that series because you couldn't shut your mouth. Okay? You lost that series for your team because you shot 31% from the field. And even though you only shot 31% from the field, you still felt the need to take 13 shots per game. He went 10 of 42 from 3-point range against the Lakers. That's under 25%. He was terrible offensively. And here's the thing about Dylan Brooks. He doesn't know when to stop shooting. Now, does he have good tenacity? Yes. Is he a good defender? Yes. Are those two things the Pistons absolutely need? Yes. What do the Pistons need more? Spacing, shooting. All right, you got Bogdanovich who plays the same position. Would you rather throw Bogey out there or Brooks? The answer to me is pretty obvious. And hopefully you're going to add a wing. There is money to spend in free agency, and there are better options available out there than him. Like, I don't understand why people are saying these types of things. Like, why in the world is this a good fit? I don't understand why people think that. I would rather hang or give the bag to Jeremy Grant. Remember Jeremy Grant? Fine, give him 20 to 25 million. We have the time. We have the money. Give it to Josh Hart in New York. I'll give him the money. I'd much rather give it to him. All right. It doesn't make sense to me. Rui Hachimura. I'm fine with all of these things. Try and bring Bruce Brown back. Jalen McDaniels, Max Strus, Kelly Oubre Jr. Like Dylan Brooks, get him out of here. All right? Get him out of here. I'm sorry. And when we go out and we pick him up, that's going to be the move where I'm like, what are we doing? Because we need shooting at some point. Cade Cunningham needs shooting around him. He does. Jaden Ivey needs shooting around him. When you have the driving ability that Jaden Ivey does, he needs shooting around him. And I don't need a guy in Dylan Brooks that has somehow found a way to become a significantly worse shooter throughout his career. Let's look at it from three specifically. We need a 3 and D guy. But in order to be a 3 and D guy, you need to be able to shoot the three. His first season in Memphis, he's spent 6 years in Memphis so far. He shot 35.5% from three. Year 2, 37.5%. That's good. Give me that Dylan Brooks all day. Third year, 35.8%. Fourth year, 34.4. Uh-oh, we're going down. 21-22, 30.9. And then last year, 32.6. He has had his worst 3 years of shooting in the NBA the last 3 years. That's not good. Like, you don't want to become a worse shooter as you are in the league. The Grizzlies are a team that know how to win. They repeatedly find ways to get the 1 or the 2 seed in the Western Conference. They have great records. They win whether Ja is playing or Ja isn't playing. And they know what a winning culture looks like. And they've said, not a chance. Get out of here. We want nothing to do with you. And I understand that you can go into a new spot and you can be in a place where there's good veteran leadership, and those vets can be like, all right, look, buddy, you've been in the league for 6 years. Let's make this work, because what you're doing right now is leading you down the wrong path. The Pistons don't have a ton of veteran presence, respectable veteran presence that's going to get this guy to fall in line. Just don't. So I don't like this. If he shot 38% from 3, I would be fine with it. I would take the antics because he can play defense and he can shoot. I would take it all. I really would. But you got to be able to shoot. And the Pistons have too many people on their roster right now that are questionable shooters in order to add another guy who's not a questionable shooter. He's just not a great shooter. Like, we know that. He's proven it now for 3 years in a row. 6 years, he was 5 of his 6 years, he was a below average shooter. And 1 year, he was an average shooter from 3. I understand there's more to games. I understand that it's more to basketball than shooting the three-pointer, but this team severely needs a wing that can shoot and defend. He's got the defend part down. He's got that dog mentality down, that bad boy mentality maybe, okay? But also there's sometimes when you need to realize when you're the big dog and when you're not. And he's struggling understanding when he is the big dog. Because I'm telling you right now, he's not the big dog. He's not the big dog. When he played against LeBron James, he's not the big dog against anyone. All right. He's a guy that needs to understand his role and go from there. So, yeah, this is a pretty strong take. I said it wasn't going to be a long video. Did end up getting around that 8-minute mark, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to hit that subscribe button, it's right below. Go ahead and click it. Leave a comment below. Maybe you're in love with Dillon Brooks. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, man. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.